Right. So let's go into that. So in 2011, you released School for the Blind Man, and this came out with the distribution, right? And
Yeah.
your label though, Black Day in
Yep.
July, right?
Yep. Black Day in July on iHip-Hop distribution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
on the album, you got heavy hitters, man. Of course, the Wise Men, Killer Priest, Lot of Dark Man, Inspector Deck, Master Killer, RZA, Cannabis. Like, sheesh, like,
Yeah. Killer right there.
So talk about the process of making the album. Like, what was your mindset? Like, how did you want to approach this one different?
This is what I call the Grand River era. I bought a big ass 3,500 square feet building on Grand River and Greenfield in Detroit. Famous, infamous area. So I bought it when we had this mayor, Kwame Kilpatrick, who ended up being corrupt. But I bought it because it was in this area that was supposed to be a revitalization zone. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna cop this fucking building. It's hood as fuck. It's like crack row right now, but it's about to be revitalized by the mayor. So I'm in the revitalization zone and I'm about to come up. My building about to go from what I bought it for to, hundred thousands. So nevertheless, the mayor got in all this trouble. The area never got revitalized. So, I mean, we in the gutter recording Children of a Lesser God and School for the Blind Man. So this process was crazy. It was like I said, it was Greenfield, Grand River, and when we went there, we had the gate on the door, we had the double doors, and it was so grimy over there that we had to take the studio equipment out that bitch when we left every night, because they'll come in there and get that shit. And so, we did that, and wow, I'm recording School for the Blind Man, song after song. One day I come in, I open the front door, go through the gate, I see the back door wide open. I'm like, damn, they done got in this bitch. So, the crackheads were busting that bitch, and they stole all the copper wire. We had guns hidden in that bitch. They took a shotty, a 40 cal, a 9 milli.
Oh,
They took like dumb shit, like music stands. Motherfuckers I had some muddy Tim boots I left in that bitch. Niggas took my Tim boots with the mud on them. Like, dog. They took everything. And so we like, how the fuck did they get in? So we had like this metal roofing over the back. And on the side, it was like we was on the upper level. And then it was like a piece cordoned off that had a wall, but in the wall, it went down to the first level from the roof. We go in there, we see like a little light coming in from the roof over that section. And so we're like, oh shit, they came in the roof. And so we go and look in that room, because in that room is when we was doing some construction and working on shit. We threw all like roofing materials, broken boards and nails down on the floor down there. And we hadn't cleaned it out yet. So it was like broken boards, rusty nails, glass, all type of broken shit up in there. So a motherfucker broke through the roof and fell all the way down on top of that shit. It was like a trail of blood leading from the pile all the way around. And he still cleaned us out. I said, yeah, that was a crackhead for sure.
wow.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So that was the first time. They broke in the second time, stole all the wiring again, this, that, and the other. And so in between the break-ins, we recording this shit. And during School for the Blind Man, let me see, I had the gang squad kicking the door on me. I own the building. They kicked in the door talking about this, a breaking and entering. They all guns up. I'm like, oh shit, I'm the owner. I got the deed. So
I got the deed.
it was crazy shit like that, bro. And like when you taking the equipment down, yo, somebody gotta have a burner. Somebody gotta carry the equipment out. So you gotta be strapped carrying the equipment in and out that bitch. I'm sure you read the chapter in 80s book about the building and
Right. No,
yeah,
that's what I was about to
yeah,
ask you though. Like he said that you guys set up a trap for people that went down from the roof to get hurt, like to the first floor.
yeah. That was that construction shit. We was
Yeah.
like, yes, yeah. I mean, it wasn't really a trap in case we ain't think nobody was gonna come in the roof. We was just throwing shit over there because we wasn't using that area yet. We was gonna clean it up. So it wasn't a trap per se, but it ended up being one. Yeah,
Got you. Okay.
yeah,
And he said that actually you told him when he needed to go out to his car, he shouldn't go out without a gun, basically.
yeah, yeah. That's a fact.
And then
Yeah.
like you guys didn't have like running plumbing for him to go take a shit. So he went to the building next door and he saw a dead body.
Yeah.
That's insane. Wow. But you said welcome to Detroit, right?
That was Kevlar, man, with his cold ass heart, man. Yeah, that was Kevlar, man. Yeah, Kevlar was like, but because it was like, we was like, whatever, man. Because the neighbors, I ain't gonna front, the neighbors had been telling us like it's 2 bodies in that building. And we was like, okay, whatever. I don't think so. But it was a bando next door. We ain't fuck around in there. And so, after that, I guess they came and cleaned it up and shit. But then the fiends started breaking in our building. So, man, so so when we would come out at night, certain members would shoot in the bando, not like at people down, but up into the ceiling, and the crackheads would come running out that bitch like
Oh,
roaches. So, but we wanted to get them the fuck out of there so they ain't fucking with our building next door. So, yeah, we had to clear them out, man. But yeah, bro, that building next door was something else, man.
so it definitely sounds like you went through a lot to get this album done, School for the Blind
Yeah,
Man. And why
definitely.
did you name it that specifically?
Because it's kind of just on the same vibe as I'm teaching you through the ears, man. You can
Mm,
go to school as a blind man and hear what the fuck I'm giving you. So just kind of a play on, on bars, on writing,
right.
words, wordplay, all that shit. Yeah.
So you went through a lot of trouble to get this album done and out, and it obviously it wasn't promoted the way that you wanted, but do you feel that it was received by the people the way that you intended?
Definitely, man. Yeah, it was I'd have to look it up, but don't call me. I think it was like 68 on Billboard Hot 100 when it first dropped. So I thought people fucked with it heavy. That was a good stat, and yeah, it got rave reviews, man. You know what I'm saying? So I like the work that I put into the shit. I feel like it deserves rave reviews. So when it comes out, that's what I'm seeing. I expect that, man. I'm not like surprised, but I'm validated. You know what I'm saying? Once you put it out, you never know what people say. So um, yeah, man, they took School for the Blind Man in real well, and especially the Wu crowd and classic, bro.
Do you think it's better than the first album?
That's tough. I do. I think it is. A lot of fans will tell you, nah. I think it is because I just think I evolved more as an MC.
Mm,
I had more vocal inflection. I think the bars was a little better. Um, I got a little more conceptual. I think for them reasons. But that migration was a motherfucker, man.
yeah, man.
It's